Today, I want to talk about the false gospel of Christianity versus the way of Jesus. Having been a Christian for more than 35 years, but 35 years active and devoted, and also having recently awakened in my soul in the last 4 years, I have this stark contrast between these two ways. And it is so clear now. When I was a Christian, I was following the religion with its false gospel of Jesus being crucified, buried, and supposedly raised from the dead again. Today, as an awakened soul, I am actually following the teachings of Jesus. And like I say, it's a stark difference. First 35 years were devoted to reading and studying the Bible and the fandom that has been created around Jesus, the person of Jesus. And as my general observation is from my own life and from the countless examples of other Christians that I have witnessed, the gospel of the religion of Christianity is absolutely non-transformative. And this gospel is based on mostly the writings of Paul, the apostle. And I think Paul probably was the founder of this religion that most Christians follow today. The way of Jesus, on the other hand, is not a religion. It's not even a spiritual practice. It's the way within. And the way within is meant to lead you to the awakening and awareness of your own soul. Most people don't have that awareness of their soul. They are fully functioning from their mind, from their intellect, and they approach scripture in an intellectual, mental way, consenting mentally and intellectually to the commandments given. And that's why often trying to follow the commandments is such an epic fail. Of course, Christians always have forgiveness to fall back onto when they experience that fail. And so it perpetuates this fruitless existence. And the cycle in this pattern of failing and forgiveness and failing and forgiveness. On the other hand, when the soul is awakened through the way within into the heart space, that is when a life is truly empowered and transformed. The way leads to your own soul, and that is when you apply the teachings and follow the teachings of Jesus rather than following the man, the person. And Christianity has made it all about following the man instead of following his teachings. I don't know any Christian, and I shouldn't say any, but the Christians that I have met, pretty much none of them follows the sayings and teachings of Jesus. They have created their own ideal of spirituality. And as I said in the beginning, they created this fandom following Jesus like fans follow a rock star, and it produces no lasting fruit because they have idolized the person instead of applying the teachings. Jesus said something about that in Luke. I'm trying to remember, Luke 6 or 4. Anyways, the passage says something like that. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do the things that I tell you? Right? And that's what most Christians do. They call him Lord, Lord, and they worship and adore him. But they fail to actually do what he taught. And that's why so many lives remain untransformed. Why the love of God is not taking hold inside of their heart, and Christians remain in duality and in judgment of right and wrong, continually eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It's only when you eat from that tree is that you have judgment. Jesus also said that the Father judges no one, but has given all judgment to the Son in John 5. And then in John 8, he says, you judge according to the flesh or to the natural mind, but I judge no one. So if the Father doesn't judge and the Son doesn't judge, who is the one doing all the judging? It's the ego mind, the carnal mind. And you can see that every Christian out there is operating from their carnal mind, thinking that they are in spirit. They show a form of godliness and spirituality, but deny the power of it. Why? Because they followed idolatry. They idolized the man instead of taking his teachings to heart. And that means, ultimately, if you were to take Jesus' teachings to heart, you would find that should lead you to the realization of your own divinity, the divinity of your soul. When you start living and nurturing your soul, you start living from your soul, that's when your life is transformed in a powerful way. And you embody love. And you go from duality, from this judgmental mind, to a unified heart and mind that embodies love, and you judge no one. You judge no person. You love them because you see, you recognize their soul. No matter what struggle they might be in, you recognize them as your soul tribe. For they are your brothers and sisters, regardless of what their mouth professes. Our souls are not based in what we believe. Belief is for the mental space. Soul is knowing that we are all divine beings, occupying these temporal physical bodies. When I see people now, I don't see people. I immediately see their soul and their soul essence. And that's why I can love everybody. Love embodied. When you follow the teachings of Jesus properly and apply them, instead of being distracted with calling him Lord, Lord, you can have your soul transformed and you can bear much fruit. So go within, follow the way, and abandon the false religion that is Christianity.